Pressure by Paramore. For this song we're going to need to be in drop D tuning. What this means is we tune our top string, which is our low E, down to a D. So for the intro there is two guitars. We're going to look at the rhythm guitar first. So for the rhythm guitar, I want you to place your first finger on the 7th fret of your G, and then I want you to place your third finger on the 9th fret of your D string, which is normally your E, and then your little finger down onto the 9th fret of your A string. So for this, it should eventually mute that D string that we don't want. So on this chord, we're going up, up, down, 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 and again, up, up, down, 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 down. Then we're going to move on to the next chord. So for the next chord, we just need our finger on the 7th fret G. So you can use kind of whatever finger you want here. Third finger or little finger I recommend. On this chord and also onwards in this progression, we're going to go up, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so we're strumming our top 4 strings. So up, up, down, up, down, up. So if we just put those two chords together real slow. Then we're going to add in our third chord. So for the third chord, recommend placing your third finger down onto the 7th fret D. And then we're going to do a little bar with our first finger on the 5th fret of D or D and your A string. So on this, we're going to go up, up, down, up again. Okay, so it's very similar to our second chord that we played. And then our final chord is we're just going to lift our finger off and play that 7th fret G chord again. So remember, you're strumming them top 4 strings and the strum pattern's the same. So up, up, down, up, down, up. So that is the rhythm guitar for the first time round. Okay, I'm going to do it for you at a slow tempo. So we've got up, up, down, 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 down. Up, up, down, up, down, up. Up, up, down, up, down, up. Up, up, down, up, down, up. On the second time round, when we go back to our first chord, you just do the usual up, up, down, up, okay? So the up, up, down, 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 down that we did right at the beginning, that only happens at the beginning. When you play that chord again, we go into the up, up, down, up, down, up. So it will be... Okay, so everything else is the same the second time round, it's just that first chord. So then that leads us into what the lead guitar is playing over the top of that. So we are playing some octaves. So the octaves kind of mirror the strumming patterns that we're using for that rhythm guitar. The first octave, we're going to place our first finger on the 9th fret of the A string, then your third or your little finger on the 11th fret of your G. We want to mute that D string, it produces our octave. So for this, we're going up, up, and then we're going to move down to our 7 and 9 octaves. So 7 on the A, 9 on the G, and then we're going to go down, 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 down. So up, up, down, 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 down. And again, up, up, down, 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 down. After that, we're then going to go up to 12 and 14 on your A and on your G string. And this time we're going to go back into the other strumming pattern that we had for the rhythm guitar. So we're going up, up, down. And then we're going to move down to 9 and 11 again. And on this, we're going to go up, down, up. Okay, so we've got up, up, down, up, down, up. And at the full speed. And again. Okay, so if we put our octaves together that we've got so far, so we're starting on 9, 11. Down to 7 and 9. Up to 12 and 14, down to 9 and 11. Okay, and then at the full speed. Then when we are on 9, 11, we do our strumming pattern again. So it's up, up, down, to 7 and 9, up, down, up. Like that. And then to finish it off, we're moving down to 4 on the A, 6 on the G, up, up, down, and then we're moving up 1 fret, so we're on the 5th fret A and the 7th fret G, and we're going up, down, up. So on the second time round for the lead guitar, again, for that very first octave, it will change back to the strumming pattern which is being used for all the other octaves. So rather than that first octave being up, up, down, 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 it's just going to be up, up, down, up. Okay? Which is what we've been doing for all the other octaves. So this is then going to lead us into the verse of the song. So we're going to have a first finger bar on the 9th fret on our top string, our A string and our D string. We're going to palm mute that twice, and then we have a little gap, and then we're going to hit that chord again without the palm mute. Okay, so we've got... And as you hit that for the last time, you kind of slide down to where we're going next. So, and we're going down to the 5th fret, and the rhythm stays the same. So palm mute twice, little gap, hit the chord, and then we slide off. So let's put those two chords together. And then we're actually going to kind of slide to nowhere because our next chords are open. So we've got open palm muted twice, and then 1 more chord unpalm muted. Then we're going to go back to 4 palm mute twice, and then non-palm muted once. So that chord progression with those power chords happens twice, and then it goes into essentially the second part of the verse. So the chords are exactly the same, we just play at a different amount, and there's no palm mutes. So it will be like this. And what we're doing here is we're going to our 9th power chord, we're going down, 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 and then down, up. Okay, so down, 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 up. Down to our 5th fret power chord, down, 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 up. Our open power chord, down, 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 up. 4th fret power chord, down, 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 up. So let's just put those 4 together. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Second time round, we start to do it all again exactly the same. So up to 9, down, 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 up, down to 5, down, 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 up, to open, down, 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 up. And when we get to 4, we just strum it out all the way to the chorus. So for the chorus of the song, it splits into 2 guitars again. We're going to look at the rhythm guitar first. So we're going to place our 3rd or little finger on the 7th fret D. Now our first finger is going to be a bar on our top string and then our A string. And we're actually going to strum this chord 7 times. So down, up, down, up, down. Okay, down, up, down, up, down. Then we're going to lift our finger off and go up, down, up, down, up, down. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then we're going to move to our 3rd chord. We've got to kind of stretch across to the 4th fret on our top string, 4th fret A. Keeping your little finger where it is. Down, up, down, up, down. So 7 times again. Then we're moving back to our 5th fret power chord, and we're going to go up, down, up, down, up. So far we have got and then where you can hear that little squeal, we're actually going to the 9th fret A and the 11th fret on the G, and we're just going to hit that octave, and you want to kind of bend your strings down. Okay, so we'll go. After that, we then go back to our 1st chord, which is the 5th fret bar. Remember, you're keeping your little finger on the 7th fret D for all of these power chords down here. And the strum pattern is exactly the same. The only difference is on this one is when you get to your 5th fret power chord for the 2nd time, rather than go for our bend, we are just strumming that out. And that essentially happens twice. So your chorus is going to sound like this. So over the top of that rhythm guitar we have this. That part that goes over the top. So for this we're going to place our second finger on the 15th fret B, third finger on the 16th fret of the G, and then our little finger is going to go on the 17th fret of the high E. We're going to pick our G, the B, the G and high E. Okay, so G, B, G, E. And then to finish it off we're going to go B, G, B. So G, B, G, E, B, G, B. Then it's going to change shape. So what we need to do is just remove our third finger, put our first finger down onto the 14th fret of our G. And again, the strings that we pick are exactly the same. So G, B, G, E, B, G, B. Moving on to the third shape, remove your second finger and you want to flatten your first finger down onto the 14th fret of your B and also your G. We're going to pick the G, B, G, high E. And then we're going to go back to the first shape that we had on the 16th fret of the G, 15th fret on the B. We're going to pick the G, B, G. And then we're going to go to 14 on our high E, hammer on to 15 and pull off to 14. So that little section there sounds like this. Like that. So let's put it all together slowly for you. After you play that part, it then moves on to the second one. So the second part is pretty much exactly the same. So our first three shapes are the same. So again, we're going to go to our 14th fret bar and we're going to pick our G, the B, the G, high E, B, G, B. And then we're going to go back into the very first shape. And then we're going to go back into the very first shape that we played. So these different parts that we have learnt so far really just come in and out of the song. There is only one other part left in the song. So this is the clean bridge where there is no vocals. Sounds like this. And it carries on like that. So this is a really tricky shape, really awkward. So third finger on the 9th fret of your high E. Little finger on the 10th fret of your B, first finger on the 7th fret of the G, and then your second finger is going to come across on the 9th fret of your D. So it's going to sound like this and it's going to look like this. So we're going to pick our D, D, B, G, E, B, G, B, and you play that again. And then you lift your second finger off and you play the same strings, but now you've obviously got an open D. Then you place your second finger on the 9th fret of the A, and then pick as we usually would, so B, G, E, B, G, B. So this first little part here sounds like this at a slow tempo. So you play this 4 times and then everything's going to drop out and it's just going to be the guitar playing. So for this we just go back to where our second finger's on the 9th fret of the D and we do the same picking pattern. And that takes us all the way into that final chorus. In that final chorus, the final chord that we play is just the open D and that rings it out. But the chorus is exactly the same as what we've learnt previously in the song. So that has been Pressure by Paramore. Hope you enjoyed this song, lots of different layers to it. If you'd like a 30-minute group guitar lesson with me, check out my Patreon link in the description box below. If you like this video, click the like button, then click the subscribe. That way you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson.